Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. Welcome to this match of the Round 32 Spring 2022 tournament, the Kraken Games. Tonight, our featured runners, our runners for this match are rubes000 and Tetron. I am Hate the 13th, joined in the booth by Softnum. How you doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Hate the 13th. Looks like we have a pretty fun match for us today. The runners decided to go ahead and draft their choices here, and we can see they've... I believe Tetron chose a thief, Rubes picked back with the black belt and the red mage, and then Tetron finished us up with the white mage.
Yeah, I don't hate the party selections, especially given the, given the blessings we've got tonight. That thief, plus 40 vitality, plus 20 strength. He gonna be a chonky boy. Black belt.
The only malice there being the -5 luck helps. Plus, not pictured, but the fighter was restricted to thief swords as his malice anyway, so
Yeah.
I don't know that there's an advantage having a fighter at all.
Yeah, not so much there. The black belt, though, plus 20 hit points, and a Vorpal sword that it can equip from the start. That's a whole heck of a lot of nothing except for the 20 hit points. And minus 15 strength, it doesn't matter, because the black belt's not going to be swinging a weapon anyways. Now, the red mage, though, that black belt vitality, it's, once again, he's going to be a chonky boy. And the plus 15 hit percent, it doesn't hurt to have a good backup melee. You know, minus 10 if I can speak English, minus 10 MDef. Well, that's what ribbons are for.
Yeah, nobody managed to roll the minus ribbon malice here, so I'm not sure that any of the loss of MDef is going to really hurt us. White mage finishes up with fighter strength, which who kind of cares, and then plus 10 MDef is, I guess it's okay. I suppose that Kraken is probably still gonna punch us, but you know, it's a white mage. They're pretty good.
Yeah, MDef doesn't do anything about giant angry tentacles. But yeah, and then the minus 10 luck on the white mage. Well, it's not like the white mage is all that great at running anyways, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Plus you got Thiefy Boy.
Yeah.
Who gonna get swole and lead the charge, I hope.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Thief's gonna have a little bit of trouble running, but it's only gonna be a modicum of trouble at best. So yeah, I mean, this is... Let's see how this one plays out, though. Honestly, if there is a good overworld grind, it could go either way, but if they end up having to try and find a grind, I could easily see that black belt getting tossed out with the trash. At least I can hope for it.
Maybe. Probably depends on, I guess we're off. Let's see what we have here in Magic for our first town. We've got
Life 2. All right.
Life 2 and a white mage.
Yep, Life 2
and,
and Harm 2. So that Harm 2 would actually give that white mage something to do as well.
Yep. Black magic's not quite as fearsome. Probably lit 3. Block's not bad, but no level 1 nuke or anything extremely fun like that.
Yeah. Wow, chain armor plus 4 for sale in Corneria for 30 gold at most. That's some really good armor for that red mage there.
Oof. Yeah. Wow. Only a few fights from fully equipped here too. The weapons didn't look bad. Nothing stood out. I don't remember anything specifically, but some options at least for our thiefy boy.
Alright, well, we've got Tetron already making his way up, or not Tetron, we've got Rubes already making his way up to Toph and looting it out, seeing if he can find anything. Oh, softs are expensive, but we have a katana -2 out the gate and a loose bottle.
Ooh.
Well then.
Okay. Nice pack of grumpy imps and green wolves, but...
And we've got actually not too bad of an encounter run before the not too short of a run. There's a good long run before the first encounter happens. Let's just put it like that.
Ooh, so the king gives us a ship, and the princess gives us our rod.
All right, well then.
So, not too bad there. Garland went down on one punch, so nothing scary happened there either. So Renner's having a pretty easy time of it so far. I did notice that heal pots are like 57, which seems pretty expensive. Probably won't matter in the long run, but
yeah, that's a little bit unpleasant. But yeah, you know, it could be a heck of a lot worse. But we've got Rubes already out and heading right on over to Provoca to fry up some pirates and see what they got for magic.
yeah, I hope he doesn't wish those pirates any harm, because
well, you know, it'll work for him. You know, White Mage Harmall, I love that flag. It makes the White Mages actually much more viable. All right, we've got level 2 Cure 4, which is Red Mage learnable as well, and the level 2 Fast.
Yeah, I mean, Cure 4 life too. I don't see us throwing that White Mage away. Ruse too. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you got that Ruse, you got the Cure 4, you got the life 2. You've got a backup fighter or a backup melee carry in that Red Mage, and I mean, because Life 2 and Cure 4 were both Red Mage learnable, I can see the White Mage potentially getting damned if don't find Fade or Harm 4 or anything else that would be amazing that is White Mage locked.
Yeah, I would agree with that logic and wouldn't blame it. Oh, a crown. So our quest continues. Yeah. We have the next step.
Yep. Beat up a pirate, get a crown. All right, that's fine. All right,
he stole it anyway, right? So like,
probably.
We're not doing anything wrong.
Oh my god!
Canoe.
Well then.
So we found both loose items. You know, 3.5 minutes into the seed or whatever.
Yeah, suddenly I don't see a whole heck of a lot of chests being opened. Because really the only thing at this point you'd really want for would be masa and or ribbons.
Yeah. Trying to locate those ribbons probably, but I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, I don't see Rubes opening that many more boxes. The black belt doesn't have any MDef malices, and yeah, so he's probably just gonna power the black belt up to 42 and punch his way through the rest of the seed. He's still gonna have to find the canal, but at least you'll know where it's at, potentially. You know.
Yeah, we're already reducing the possibilities here, so it can't be too much further down the chain here.
Yep. Oh yeah, and copper bracelets +4 selling in Provoca. That's better armor than a lot of mages will see in a black belt favored flag.
And Tetron taking on his gaggle of pirates, or swarthy of pirates. I'm not really sure what the collecting down there would be, but obviously not having any problem either. But
given the lightning 3 that came at them, I would say fried bucket of pirates.
Yeah. Do you think it's spicy or is it original recipe?
It depends upon if you toasted them with anything first. I think they're probably pretty bland though, because they just got fried. They didn't get, no good breading on them or anything like that.
Yeah, you'd probably have to make up with the lack of meat on their bones.
Yep. All right, and we got level 3 magic. We've got level 3 warp, level 3 rub, level 3 quad X.
Quad X, yeah.
And white magic says level 3 invis 2, red mage learnable as well.
Yeah.
Gads.
I'm not seeing a lot to slow our intrepid runners down today here, right?
Yeah, not so much. Like, we haven't seen anything too rude in the encounters so far.
Well, everybody's script so far has started out with a punch, so... Or at least that I've seen.
Yep. Let's see if that holds up through Marsh Cave or Ice Cave. I dares you. Looks like Rube's probably just going to park underneath Astos' castle and run on up, punch the old king, get whatever loot he's holding. I expect him to probably then head on up. Looks like Astos had the herb. I expect him to then head on up to the dwarves. Hey, Astos.
Quad X works first time.
Hey, Astos, look over there. What? Erase, 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 erase.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I guess probably when you're over here, you'd probably just keep going north. You got the canoe.
Yeah, looks like he's going to go turn the herb in first and hope that he's got the, or going to get the TNT soon.
I guess I see either play. So, see what we have here. Waking up the prince with the herb.
TNT. Well then.
There you go. Maybe the TNT will turn into the canal and then we'll just be cursed here.
Yeah, I know, right? Selling that katana.
Oh, Catan -2 for sale.
Well, no, he sold that for, you know.
Oh, I missed it. I'm like, wait.
Sold it for the fat stack of cash that he could. Oh, silver bracelets +2. That's... Oh, and pro rings. Yeah. If he steps foot in another armor shop, well, no, he still might be looking for the gold Cheerios. I don't expect it.
We found houses here, pretty expensive, but...
Oh, level 4 nuke, level 4 saber, level 4 ice 3.
Was nuke red mage learnable?
Yeah. Everything in level 4 for red mages is learnable, right. At least on the black magic side.
My bad.
And I don't know why. I just realized I was thinking that Rubes was going to turn in an adamant that he doesn't have, because it was the crown, not the adamant. Yeah, brain goes nerp sometimes.
It's just watching all of this exciting Final Fantasy rando that we have going on, right?
Yeah.
I believe there's still 3 races going on. I didn't quite get to see the last of the earlier races, but got a lot going on this week.
Yeah, it's getting to be, not as busy as last week was, thankfully enough, because if it was that busy again, then I think I would have to collapse from exhaustion at some point.
I think we're trying to batch all of our dwarf abuse into once, and we're going to look in the marsh cave here.
That's a fair call.
See what we can find. It's not like... I don't think he fears anything here, so...
Yeah, I know, right? Lightning 3, nuke, harm, and actually going out of his way for other chests. I am surprised.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. Like... I know I'm not the best runner in the world. I've only run this a few times, but I think I would just do it automatically. Like, oh, I'm still in loot mode.
Yeah, and even I at this point would be like, okay, I've got a black belt. I don't want to use the black belt, but I've got a black belt. I don't need to open up anything else. I can just go. I mean, that is also highly contingent upon actually finding a grind tile, though. Oh my god.
Oh, alright.
Well, if this doesn't say, stop opening boxes, I don't know what does. Except for, like, a ribbon. But at this point, okay, I guess he is hoping for that ribbon. Now, just as a point of note, you'll notice that Tetron is not opening that chest. That chest is one of the linked chests that is going to show up as the same chest that... What the heck, Marsh Cave? It's the same chest. Oh, my...
Oh, look, it's an eye. I have a feeling we might be in the Earth Cave here for a while.
Yep. So, yeah. That chest that Tetron just opened. It's the linked chest.
And where's it linked to? I don't actually have all those memorized.
That one is linked to the chest at 1-1, basically. The first chest, the one that Rubes opened.
Oh, okay, I see.
And the chests on the middle floor of Marsh, those are linked to the chests that are on the top floor of Marsh in the southern room. Alright, and now I'm expecting we're going to see Rubes start potentially trying to kill off his people. Jeez, beasties that. X-Cal, Katana, Masa. Hey, you want endgame swords? Here's your endgame swords. All of them. I mean, you know, except for the fact that that fighter couldn't equip the X-Cal because, you know, thief swords only, and that does apply to the knights.
I don't think anybody can actually equip our X-Cal today, but
correct.
Still speed. All right. So let's play this game. Who do you kill?
Oh, you start off by killing the thief if possible, and the white mage. Both of those are, you know, equivalent importance to kill. You want to keep the red mage around for a little bit. Now, the fact that Masa showed up means that the black belt isn't going to need to be shepherded nearly as long.
Right.
So if you notice now, Tetron's going, hey, look at my armor, and look at my sword, whilst not actually attacking, because, you know, that's how he's going to get his team killed off. At this level, he's low enough to let the eye do the work. Now, I do personally agree with Rubes' approach a little bit more of letting the red mage stay alive, because that way you can also use the red mage's magic and get it some additional charges. Because once you get that black belt online, everything is either going to be running from you, or you're just going to be absolutely murdering everything. And I don't expect a lot of XP to come in afterwards.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Let's go punch the rest of the seed. Hope you dodge the really rude stuff that can happen and go on.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what rude would really prevent you from moving, but especially with as beefy as our friends are going to be.
3 and 256 on getting rid of that MDef, nukes, swirl, nuclear, whole bunch of dangerous things. Because whilst the black belt does get that great MDef, which can help resist some effects, they still do take a decent amount of damage from the elemental magic what gets tossed out. They might take reduced as opposed to people with lower MDef, but it doesn't offer the same resistance as a ribbon in itself.
That's fair. I'm always very amused by this idea of like being in battle with some nasty monster breathing down your neck and fiddling with your wooden armor, going, "I swear there was a button here somewhere," you know.
Yeah. At this point, it's like, it's not so much that they're, you know, trying to take the armor off. They're just going, hey, look at my neat armor. Please punch me.
I pushed the do button on the armor. It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything the last 10 times.
Maybe if I push it again, it'll work.
Seems like a very light warrior thing to do, I suppose.
Yeah. Now, the thing with Rubes having let the rest of his party get these levels is that thief is going to be getting a bit harder to kill now. Because thief get dodgy. Whereas Tetron has entirely gotten most of his party murdered, except for the thief who has 8 hit points. And is only level 11. Alright, Rubes finally got his first kill. Or his first dead, I should say.
His first death.
First anti-kill.
Yeah, I was working on that one for a second. I'm like, he's got like 10 of these things, Hate. I'm not sure. Nothing.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate seeing that message. It's just like, I just wish I had another weapon of some kind to hold up.
I think it annoys me enough that I would go into the menu and move the equipment so that it would show up first.
Yeah, except the fact that Rubes only has the X-Cal and the Masa. He doesn't have any other weapons.
Oh, Oh, I thought he missed the chain. Okay, yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, and it looks like Rubes has got that thief killed finally and is now fully in. Hey, Red Mage, you go up there and act like a meat shield. I'm gonna stay back here and swing.
Ablative Red Mage.
Oh, he's actually giving the Red Mage the moss and gonna let the Black Belt do some punching. Not a bad idea, actually, because this will let him gauge when the Black Belt is safe to, well, just straight up murder. Yeah, now he's taken off the equipment from the Red Mage to let him get potentially punched, because the Black Belt is pretty much almost at the point where he can be trusted to be left alone.
Yeah, it looks like these eyes have about 140 hit points, give or take, so it's not going to take much more here for it to just be one punch man.
Yeah. Alright, and Tetron has got the rest of his party already face down in the dirt and is now in full grind mode. Probably be seeing him grind here for another 5-10 minutes. Though he does only have 40 more healing potions, which could be a problem. Because he's not quite one-shotting the eye, and they do hit for 35-40 points of damage on that Black Belt so far.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of see. We certainly, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't advise any sort of partial grind. So
yeah,
hopefully they can make it work out. Oh, crit! 31 damage crit!
Yeah, this is an annoyance at most. Now, one thing that I would recommend for Tetron, or anyone doing at this point, put that thief up front, because even though they're dead, you'll still get the bonus of the bonus that comes from the thief's heightened agility with respect to getting ambushed or getting first strikes, and yeah, maybe save yourself a little bit of trouble.
I never thought of that before. I knew that even if the first person was dead, it counted that, but I never really thought of applying that to the see it coming.
Yep. Alright, and it looks like Rubes is going to go for the Black Belt up front because, well, that way when he runs into other things on off steps, he's probably just going to scare him away. Because, yeah, he's 21 now. He is online for the grind as well. Tetron is at level 22, so he would be safe to take that moss off of his Red Mage, or his Black Belt as well. I mean, it's not necessary, it's just, you know, something that you can gauge with.
Yeah. I mean, if you've already decided your target, I don't know.
Yeah.
Move back and forth.
Yeah, I can actually also understand that. Just, you know, not bothering to take the time to go in and unequip it. Whereas Rubes did that because he swapped it over to the Red Mage.
And that might be, I mean, I'm not even sure what the long-term plan would be for that weapon.
Probably give it to the Red Mage because, you know, the additional hit percent. Yeah, that's about all I could think of. Or maybe give it to the Thief if you actually bring the Thief back to life. Because that plus 20 strength.
He's the light of day again.
Yeah. But honestly, I would expect the Red Mage to probably be resurrected, and that's about it for most of the rest of the seed. They might bring the White Mage and the Thief back up for Toph, and use them strictly as ablative meat shields. Or, you know,
yeah,
bait for Kraken.
I think trying to keep the White Mage up just so you have two sources of life might be useful, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. That is a thing that can be done fairly easily. But then you have to worry about actually trying to get some XP and maybe get some HP on it. Whereas if you just bring the Red Mage up, he'll pick up a decent amount of levels just along the way as you're walking through wherever and, you know, killing fiends and whatever else gets in your way that doesn't let you run from it.
Very fair.
Tetron bringing up level 28. Now, will we see them go to full 42, or will one of them actually duck out at 32? Because the scaling on these seeds isn't entirely punishing, and I've seen 32 get away pretty easily, especially since they've got that low-level fast. Rube's bringing up to 30.
Yeah, I don't... I don't think I have enough experience to do, like, the mental math here that, you know, how close are you going to get just from, like you were saying, punching all the fiends in the face or whatever, which might be a consideration.
Yeah, I don't tend to think about the math and, like, plan that stuff out. I just go. Alright, so this is the bonus that Rubes has for having that black belt up front, is things are running scared. So the off-step encounters...
Oh no, his fist! Run!
Yeah. Sweet Christmas, look at the size of that guy! You guys want to fight him? Nope, I'm out.
He punched a skeleton that was all bone, and now there's just dust. Yeah, we're gone.
Yeah. How about a big pilot? Nope, I'm gone. Yeah, Admiral Tryhard pointing out in chat that, you know, another viable way would be just to go until you're out of heal pots. Which could work. 42 or 42 or no heal pots, either way.
If I were gonna go punch Lich, I'd want to save a couple. Make sure.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you're going to probably swing by at least a town, because they haven't found the canal yet. So they're going to swing by a town or so and can bring people up and, you know, purchase restoratives and camping supplies as necessary. Alright, looks like Tetron is done. I think he got to level 32 and going, alright, I'm done.
Looks like...
Oh, and the black belt actually got to run, which is kinda strange. Black belts aren't really known for their running prowess.
Maybe that creep has like some sort of like morale bonus.
Yeah. Alright, so Rubes is at level 34 plus right now, because I just saw it on, you know, the last time he leveled. So given the fact that he is still here, he's probably either going to go to 42 or out of heal pots. Or low on heal pots, at least. Ah, and Tetron had 4 heal pots left. That was why he left.
Yeah. Probably not bad.
That being said, though, he is, if he is not 42 or 32, he's real close to 32.
I think he made 32. I'm just trying to figure out how much further he got.
Stopping by the party member store, as expected. Looks like he is bringing everybody back up for the rest of the... Well, I don't know about the rest of the seed, but at least for part of the seed. Alright, everybody is up. Let's go take a nap, because don't forget to take a nap after you go to the party member store. When you get your party members from the party member store, they're generally a little on the weak side. They need a nap before they're fresh to go. Rubes at 37 so far.
Please make sure to properly service your party members after you obtain them from the store.
Pretty much, yeah.
Contents may have shifted.
Yeah, hit points not included.
You'd think the temple could do something about that.
Well, there's that Vorpal -2, which, great, hey, that's trash. That's perfect trash to throw out the Sky 3 window. Oh, the poor ecosystem.
Look at those weapons just held by the thief there.
I know, Katana, Vorpal, X-Cal, Masa.
It ain't no thing.
You want endgame weapons? Here's your endgame weapons. I'm expecting that if we had a vanilla canal... Egads.
Hey, what did you do?
I apparently shook the randomizer, and it came up with all the early weapon, or all the endgame weapons early game, grind tile early game, and a little bit of vanilla here and there. Right, so Tetron, I'm not sure if he's gonna check. Okay, it looks like he is gonna go check magic. Yeah, heal 2 would be the only thing that would be mildly of note there, and that's only mildly. Lock 2 and Fire 3. I would grab that Lock 2. Even if you don't have charges of it now, you get them soon.
And that's we don't seem to be having a lot of problems with money right now.
Still
the vendor item to think about, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Go. Feed the trolls. Remember, everybody, feed the trolls. They're your friends.
It's not a troll. It's a titan. You know.
It's a very small titan.
Sometimes he likes eating glue, so you know.
This titan eats coal, so I guess it was a very naughty titan.
Yeah, or it's going for the cleansing properties of coal. You know, maybe maybe the last time it had a patch of glue or a bunch of beer, it was a little sad and off, and needed something to deal with the indigestion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like the new trend in like fancy food, right? Is activated charcoal food.
I have no idea. That's
yeah, this is in actual fact a thing. I get it. Like, I'm sorry that you had to find out this way.
I know that would involve leaving the house.
It is a risky proposition.
The outside is full of people. Nah, I'll stay at home. That's fine. All right.
Looks like they're done.
Yep.
I didn't quite see, but I imagine they got to 42. I saw 41, so...
Yeah, he's probably just taken it up to 42. Alright, Tetron doing the Sarda play first. And Old Man in the Cave says, "Here, have some tail." That's
a thing that was given to us.
Yeah, I can see Rubes maybe promoting since he's gone to 42. I don't think we'll see Tetron promote.
Tetron reset out of it, so...
Yeah, well, that would explain that then.
There's like Earth here, some boils.
Yeah. Alright, Tetron,
not
checking any...
I'll try hard right about in your 40s. Since we're at 42 now.
Alright, and Tetron is just doing what is expected, i.e. not checking any other chests in Earth, because really, what are you going to do? You hoping for a ribbon. If you're going to be just hoping for a ribbon on checks, just do the greed checks. Don't worry about the rest of it. You've got fast, you've got black belt, you've got murder. That's all it boils down to.
Yeah. I don't know how much more your capacity to murder can reasonably go up at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Tetron not even bothering to check the Asher Trunk, which, no matter what it is, the Asher Trunk always pays. Sometimes it pays out, like, a gold piece. Sometimes it's a heal pot. But it always pays something. Oh, well.
Both our life casters died.
Yeah, Wizards with...
restock on heal pots, too, it's like, unfortunately.
Wizards with lightning, too. That'll at least slow things down a little. Not much.
We're still gonna... This vampire's still not long for this world.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Get back in the ground.
Seems at least thematic.
Yeah. Free pro ring. It's 15k saved.
Another pro ring there. More wizards.
Ooh boy, last heal pot for Tetron. This is why you always check your heal pots before you go dungeon diving. Alright, now the reason Tetron is going for these chests, though, is because these ones can actually have the key item in there. With luck, he'll find some heal pots, too.
Yeah, even just one would be nice.
Yeah, especially since you get a few heal pots whenever you get a chest with heal potions in it. I don't know how many it is immediately, but it's enough to put you over the 99 limit if you have less than 99 and pick up some heal pots.
Fair enough.
Alright, and it looks like Rubes is heading on over to Crescent Lake to see what the sages have, and oh, Grumps with Frost. Well, here's the rude stuff from the seed. It just happened to roll this late, or this, on these points, and they avoided it. Mostly.
I hope Tetron can get away here. Very. Uh-oh.
Okay.
And
yep. All right, Tetron just reset out of it, and yeah.
And it looks like we got our chime from Crescent.
Yeah,
Thank you to our tracker J-Lo for picking that up, because I wasn't. I was watching Tetron get gazed.
Yeah, Circle Say just went, have a bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's actually just an old cowbell they found in the pasture they're in. They're like, yeah, let's just say this is magic and give it to him, and that'll make him feel special.
Yeah.
It looks like
this is the magical chime. You strike it 3 times outside the fortress.
Yeah, outside of this illusory tower, and you can get into it. Yeah, that's it. Little did they know it actually, works. Alright, Rubes has another stack of
Sometimes if you
heal
believe hard enough, it
yeah. Either that or really the Light Warriors are just really, really hallucinating hard.
it looks like Rubes either got called away or is having some...
Rubes is having some, has been having some stream issues. He's known about it. It's not a huge thing. Sometimes his machine doesn't like to stream all that grand. So we get some pauses occasionally. This is why we're using the audio from Tetron. Alright, we got level, 2 or 3 warp and into the Ordeals maze. I don't hate this. Even if it's a 4-pillar, you can get back to where you were. Oh, Wizards with Cremate as well.
Oh, how pleasant. I'm so glad they're here to show us the error of our ways.
Oh, and Heat. Well, yeah.
Found our way through it.
Wizards are just like, how about no?
Uh-oh.
Now, if I were Tetron at this point, I would put that black belt up front and let the morale break happen, or have the potential for the morale break on the giant Gur Imp werewolf tile or encounter. Because that way you... Oh, wow, Trolls with Blaze.
And the trolls also have cremate.
For being the Earth Cave, this is awfully fiery. Okay, Gur Snakes have sleep. And they're unrunnable, which Tetron did not notice until after he hit the A button. Alright, and we get Matoya's...
That is a mistake I think I still make every game.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It is a common mistake. Alright, we got Matoya's Crystal out of Crescent, no. The other place, out of Ordeals, though.
Yeah, Ordeals didn't seem to beat us up too hard either, so... interested to see where Rubes ships himself off to next.
Yeah.
Probably go turn in the crystal based on previous behaviors, but,
based
on a lot
on...
of plays.
Well, based on the direction he's headed, yeah, I think this is down towards Matoya's River.
And Rubes seems to be prioritizing doing free checks over checks that aren't exactly free.
Yeah,
so.
Oh man. And Tetron ran into another batch. Okay, well, Earth Cave has the floater. If you can get through the wizards and all the other crap that's just eating at your face. Now, I would, because I would definitely move that black belt up front, and he's going to be resetting out of here real quick.
Yeah, we're back at the...
Yeah. Go buy heal pots.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he's going to have to bite the bullet and go back and buy some heal pots here. I don't... It doesn't seem to be working for us.
Yeah. Anytime you're going to be diving a dungeon, if you go in with, not full heal pots, you're going in with a risk. Or, well, I shouldn't say not full, but anything less than, 30, 40 heal pots. Especially with black belts. Alright, we got nothing at Underhill's place. And we've got the Adamant. Alright. Now you can go see what random crap the Smith is going to make. And Rube's also stocking up on tents, because why bother doing any encounters in the overworld when you can encounter manipulate your way through a good chunk of it?
save buttons.
Stinger Geists, that's a time-wasting annoyance, because the Geists come in not small packs. Alright, and we have found Waterfall, which the runners requested be procedurally generated tonight. So, yeah. You might see the room, now you gotta figure out how to get to it.
Yes, I do love the things that our wonderful devs put in for us to play with here. It is great to see these sorts of fun flags and ways to kind of change things up.
Yeah, and Tetron is actually one of the devs on the Final Fantasy Randomizer, and he is a rather prolific one. He has put out a bunch of really interesting flags lately. Well, not lately, but in the past year or so, including the Weapon Crafter, which basically it takes weapons and makes entirely new ones. Armor Crafter, same thing for armor. And he was one of the people who did a lot of work on the procedurally generated overworld.
Yeah, and I've seen some of those generated. They are great. Yes, Devious RNG asked in chat, did they already get the 2 loose? Yes, one was in Garland's place, and one was in Matoya's place.
Yep. Toph top right had the little bottle, and or top left. I can tell left from right, really, I swear.
I can't, so you ran up on me. Oh, we got a saber.
All right, well.
Saber bonk.
So we know where the tail is. We know where the ruse stick is. We know where the saber bonk is. Everything else is required. You're going to have to find that slab, get it translated, and walk on down to Lefane.
Or fly.
Well, you still have to walk down to Lefane from where you park the boat.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and also to address the second part, wondering why the waterfall boxes were skipped. Yeah, it's because the Masa was found in Marsh, as well as the X-Cal, and Vorpal was found in Dwarf Cave, and Katana was found in Toph next to the first loose item, and there was an eye tile as the spike tile in Marsh, so Tetron's got a 32 black belt, and Rubes has a 42 black belt already.
And Harm 2 is a level 1.
Yeah, Lightning
Life
3 at level 1.
Level 1.
Yeah, Cure 4 at level 2, Red Mage learnable. Life 2 was Red Mage learnable. Fast, level 2. We haven't seen Temper, though.
4.
So yeah, we have not seen Temper yet, though, but I don't think Rubes is really going to care too hard about Temper.
Certainly, if it's the only thing you're missing, you're probably not going to fret overly much about it.
Yeah. Oh, and Gersnakes have Sleep, too. Wonderful. Don't even see the animation for the vampire getting crushed. It's like paused, gone. I mean, there's really not much in the way of a difference there.
I just enjoy the, like, we didn't even check vampire.
Yeah, no, Rubes is done opening boxes. He's like, okay, well, he mostly done. He's gonna get the stuff out of these. I'm not even sure if he'll check the other 2 boxes in the back of the other room in Earth Cave. He's gonna find the floater, and I think he's probably gonna stop checking boxes there. Like, he might hit some greed checks, maybe, like, he'll probably hit the 2 in the Sea Shrine hallway, because those are, I think, a total of 3 steps out of the way.
Yeah, see, I'm not even sure what your marginal utility is in checking Volcano at this point. But...
Oh, yeah, you don't open anything in Volcano except for maybe a couple of the free checks.
Yep.
Now, also, if you notice, because Rubes has that 42 black belt leading the party, he's having a lot of things run away from that Tetron wasn't. And Rubes is now getting his floater as well.
Yep. So we will be skyward probably after we show Lich this new trick we found.
Yeah. Hey, Lich, you know how you kind of look like a carpet? You know what you do to carpets to clean them? Just beat them real hard. Hold still for a second.
I don't even have a tool to do it. I just use my fist.
Yep. So if you could just hold still for a moment, that'd be right great. Thanks. But yeah, Rubes didn't run into nearly as much resistance as Tetron did. Partially because, I mean, he's got the higher level black belt, but he also had the heal pots.
Yeah.
Hi, Lich. Bye, Lich.
Lich is gone.
Yep.
Didn't even see how much that was, but it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Bye, Lich.
And 4205 and 4207, respectively, for our first two orbs getting lit.
Yeah, not real bad. There, the difference is Rubes has done the dwarf chain.
Yeah, Rubes has done the dwarf chain. Rubes has also done ordeals.
Yep.
And, well, has also talked to the sages. And yeah, I think Rubes going to get that floater, gonna go fly to Volcano, walk on down, and demolish Carry the Merilith. Probably gonna then swing, or actually, thinking about it, yeah, okay. Yeah, gonna go kill Carry, head up to Ice Cave, go pick up the incentive there using the warp trick. Then probably head to Gaia to turn in the bottle. And it will depend upon what the bottle is as to what he'll do from there. Because we still have to get the cube, we still have to get the Oxy Ale and the loot. So there's going to be one loose in Sky, we know this. We know that the tail came from Sarda, so that's... Alright, so, logic of the seed now is, Ice is either going to have the Oxy Ale, or the cube, or the slab, because those are the only three that are unspoken for. If it's the slab, that's going to lead to the cube, which will lead to Oxy Ale. Actually, at this point, that's about all it could be, would be, yeah, slab to cube to Oxy Ale.
Right, the loot.
No, oh yeah, the loot, too. I'm forgetting things. Yay! Mind like a steel trap, things go in, get mangled, and never come out the same. Oh,
But yeah, I mean, loot's terminal, so, you know, we're probably going to see a slab or cube in our future. I don't think you need Matoya's crystal to see that.
Yep. Alright, and punch Carry, down she goes, and here comes some things to go, hey, pay attention to, oh, go, God, we're sorry, sir, please don't kill us.
I quite enjoyed how the bulls there were slightly more of a speed bump than Carry just because there were three of them.
Mm-hmm. They took a little more time. It looks like Tetron is still looking for... Well...
Hey, look, we found a ribbon.
I apparently have the anti-curse tonight, because it's like, oh yeah, and when they entered Marsh, I'm like, okay, well, I expect Rubes might be opening boxes for a Marsh, or for a Massa or a ribbon, and there's the Massa, yeah.
I think Wraiths are unrunnable.
Yeah, that Image and Wraith pack is unrunnable, which is highly annoying. I think one of them had Stun Touch, which could be problematic, but Nuke saves that problem.
Yeah.
Solving the problem.
Doesn't seem to be hurting us too much here. 10 hits.
Yeah, the risk is getting stun locked, because man, nothing sucks more than like having a 42 black belt get stun locked, because you can't they'll hit him and it won't do much damage, but it'll keep him stunned a lot of the time, and then you just kind of have to sit there and wait, and it's just absolutely horrible.
So I've got a question here.
Yes.
So it's a Wraith Image pack. I know that it's the Wraiths that have the unrunnable flag because we were running from Image somewhere else.
It's not
if you
so
kill
much...
the Wraith, can you run?
No, and it's actually not so much the enemies themselves that have the unrunnable flag. It's that the formation may have or has the unrunnable flag.
Okay. I thought it was tagged on enemies. I didn't realize it was a formation level setting.
Nope. That's why sometimes in Sea Shrine you can run into what looks to be almost identical packs of like lobsters and sea snakes. I'm sorry, I just saw that in Viz 2 item pickup on Tetron's stream, and just kind of flummoxed there. But yeah, you can have what look to be identical packs, but in reality they actually have different pack IDs, and one of them can be runnable, the other one unrunnable.
I don't know that I've ever seen that, but that's good to know.
Yep. Alright, and it's the undead pack on the other spike tile in Volcano, which I am very curious as to why Tetron is opening these chests. I mean, unless he is hoping for another ribbon.
Force a habit.
Yeah, I mean, he's got both loose already, unless
there's nothing here except for iron swords, so...
Yeah, unless he's memory hold the fact that he got both loose already. Oh yeah, and I forgot, the fairy turn-in. Fairy will have a thing. So yeah, we got the Oxyale out of ice, and that means that the fairy will turn into the slab, which will turn into the cube, which will turn into the loot.
Great. So is the Oxyale like bottled mermaid then?
I think of it as a scuba suit.
Oh yeah.
That's my thoughts on it. It's like, yeah, here's my old scuba gear.
I was thinking more like if the mermaid turned into bubble, bottled that, let us breathe, right?
No. That bubbled mermaid, that's used for Bubbles Soda. Bubbles Soda Company. Always carbonated, never flat. Remember, carbonate your mermaids, folks. Yeah, I'm wondering if Tetron memory hold the fact that he has both loose already.
He did get them, right?
Yes, he did. He's got the canoe, he's got the bottle.
Yeah, I'm like, we didn't mess that up, did we? Like...
Yeah, and actually, as I also noticed, Rubes didn't even bother opening both of the Nyan freebies in the Sea Hallway. He opened up the south one, but not the north one. He didn't open up the free chest in Sharknado either, which, you know, I'm not too surprised about that. Alright, Tetron, please remember you've got the loose. Stop opening things, please. Okay. So Grovers, the Gur Ogres, have Lightning 3.
That's real mean.
Yeah. That's less than pleasant to see.
So there were some mean things in it. Just that, like,
they just came...
probably avoid most of them.
Yeah, they just came too late. Which is to say they weren't on, like, you know, imps. You know, Garland. Hi, Kraken. Ooh, 7 hits, 260 from that Kraken. That's a surprise. But 10 hits, 1278. Bye, Kraken.
One shot again. Oh, we gained a level. not black belt, but, you know.
Yeah. Other people in the party got some XP, you know.
Yeah. So, Z-Man asking what's gonna hold us up here. Super Absorb Chaos with Cure 4 and Nuke.
Maybe? I mean, if it cycles through the spells fast enough and it drops Nuclear Swirl rapidly, that might cause problems. Maybe. That's the only thing I could think. Yeah, this is.
Oh yeah, we're bottling the fairy.
Yep.
Or unbottling the fairy, or whichever way that works exactly.
All right, there's the slab. Gotta go translate that from Dr. Un, and then head back to get the cube, and then walk back on up, and then you actually gotta go to Sky Palace. Pick up your musical instrument on the excuse me, southwestern section of floor 2.
I like that. I think instead of jet seed, we need to call them mail service seeds, right? Because now we're just delivering the mail to everybody.
Yeah.
Nothing's really standing in our way. We're just the airship express, if you will.
Yeah, we've got a ship that can go all over the world at pretty quick speeds. Yeah, I guess we're taking over the post roll.
I mean, I guess you can't exactly ask our translating friend to just kind of be wherever we want them to when we're ready.
Yeah, that would be convenient. Alright, well, here is Carrie on Tetron's side, and there goes Carrie on Tetron's side. Even
too much of a problem there.
Even the NPCs were like just getting out of the way. Alright, so unless Topher does really horribly rude things, I'm expecting we're going to see Rubes finish by an hour 5.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Based off of the rate that he's going. And it also kind of depends upon how, how Sky goes, but he's got his fully armed and functional punch cannon online.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect it to go much more than like that would be stretching.
Alright, so he entered Mirage at 52:56. I'm thinking he'll be out of here by the 55-minute mark. Wow, okay, those blue Ds are thick. It got hit 7 times for 818 points of damage, and it was still standing.
And we still had to run away.
Yeah.
Oh, what a yummy pack of things.
Yeah, except the Wiz Mummies are smart enough to go, that guy's
you guys
dangerous.
Take care of this. You guys got this. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're right behind you.
Yeah, that guy, no, he gonna hurt. We're out.
Some worms. Growly Medusas here.
Yeah, they're not that bad. They weren't hitting for that much. And yes, they have a lot of hits, but they don't have any touch attacks, it seems, on this one, because if they did, one of those probably would have happened. Alright, Tetron.
That's like my myth, is that the Germedusas are always bad, no matter what. I think it just is a holdover from my childhood days with this game.
Oh, yeah, no, in vanilla, they were brutal.
Yeah. Oh, hey, look.
Yep.
It's a loot.
Yep, as expected. Right, and here's the Sky 3 maze that the runners requested. Have fun getting out of there.
Well, the airs up here are runnable, so that'll speed us up a little bit.
Yeah. Now, all these walls that are in the way, that's going to slow things down.
Never seen this maze. This is really clever.
Yeah, this is, well, once again, one of the other flags that the devs have put in, where you can choose to put Sky 4 as an actual maze, as opposed to the, vertical direction to horizontal direction to. It adds in walls and it moves the teleporter. But Rubes is through and has run it and is on the Bridge of Chaos. Bridge of Destiny, not Bridge of Chaos.
Hopefully it's the Bridge of Chaos.
Yeah, now we can hope for Warmech to show up. Though if it does, I'm afraid...
We don't anticipate it, but we can hope.
Well, if it does, I expect it's just going to get punched into nothingness.
Probably. I just like how we brought some of our ablative friends there back to life.
Well, got to get some XP on them. Otherwise, they're not going to be that great of meat shields. All right, we got no robot chicken for Rubes. And...
So you just show team at the white mage and be like, hit here?
No. It's Kraken 2 that goes, oh, look, a white mage, and, bodies it. All right, and down goes Tia 2.
Bye.
So 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Rubes to clear Sky.
Alrighty. Go find Topher.
Yep.
Or not find it, but let's go see what Topher has for us.
Go stock up heal pots. Never go into Topher without your full heal pots. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. Alright, 83. That's a decent amount at least.
You're probably fine.
Alright, and... well, 56, 40-ish. Rubes hits Topher for the first time. Not sure if it'll be for...
We're taking advantage of our nice long run here to get past, 1.5 floors or so.
Yeah, that's actually a really long run from him.
Yeah.
Oh, and just some zombies. That's how cute. I mean, at least it retained the undead property of that spike tile, but, it's not nearly as annoying as the phantoms. Nothing is annoying as the phantom. Like, that was the devs' biggest troll of the game.
I think something punched for 110 damage. That was... Ooh, unrunnable zombie D-pack.
Wow.
Probably won't be a huge roadblock, but...
Yeah, less than 300 hit, or less than 310 hit points. Yeah, nah, this ain't gonna handle much.
Alright. Got my hopes up. Drained them immediately. Yeah, less than 270 hit points. So.
Yeah, the only problem with those is, well, it's a waste of resources, not just in the healing spell, or on the healing perspective, but also on the spell perspective. Alright, Rube's pulling into the earth floor now. Oh no, Tetron, please, please, please remember that you've got both loose.
No.
Please, Tetron, please remember you have both loose.
3 sharks.
Oh, trance
Yeah,
Gersharks.
trance!
These Gersharks are DJs.
I wouldn't even cast a spell.
Wow, actually showing Lich a little bit of respect. But down it goes anywho.
Yeah, bye. Alright.
Blink and you miss it. And on to the fire floor. Carries home domain. Ooh. Unrunnable R-Giants and Agamas. That's good XP. And they hit like
they
kittens.
don't seem to be posing a threat.
Yep. They're a little on the thick side.
But Agmas have a little bit of hit points.
Yeah, not enough to require anything more than the 2 melee people attacking.
Twice, though. I mean, that's pretty hardcore for this seed.
Well, I mean, the nuke went off and did 368 points of damage to at least one of them. It's not huge amounts. Or it's not like they had a huge amount of hit points. They had a healthy amount, but not enough to really be anything of a concern with the way they were hitting.
Oh, certainly not.
Alright. Oh, fast goes off before the punch goes up. Yeah, this is the dead carry. 18 hits, 1718 damage. Yeah, poof, gone. Alright, and it looks like this version of the Seafood Party Platter is runnable.
Yeah.
So, thankfully enough, it does not share the same encounter ID as the seafloor one, or as the sea shrine.
Just sapping all of our fun here. Here's a Kraken.
Alright, fast goes off first. Wow. Punch, 12 hits, 1038. Kraken 2 still alive, but doing just a lightning 2 and doing some chip damage. Yeah, 2 hits, 59 damage to finish it.
Well, so we got so unlucky not one-shotting it, one supposes. I think that the wizards were doing more with lightning 2 than...
Yeah, they were. And it is the Twilight Fan Club. Just, stopping and annoying.
Yep, we did. Worms!
Purple worms. Bloody purple worms. Alright, and Tia 2, fight. Wait, fast. Punch goes up first, 10 hits.
1,000, almost on the dot.
Crack. Well.
Wow.
Man mode time.
Okay.
20 hits, 16, 17. Yeah, bye Tia too.
I still think we'll be okay, but wow.
This actually does put Rubes in a little bit of a perilous position, though, because if this chaos is, you know, spell and skill happy, as I'd mentioned, this could be bad.
Yeah. Let's see. Chaos.
Alright, Ruse going for the Rubes.
And we punch for not really a lot of damage. And Lit 2 does more than Kraka did with it, but...
6 hits, 324, so this is an absorbent chaos, and a little bit dodgy.
324 is not too bad.
Right, we got Saber. Getting some minor punches on it. 7 hits, 1499.
So
yep, okay.
1800.
Yep, down.
And I K.
And as I...
GG's to Rubes.
Yep, and as I predicted, before the 105 mark, get your GG's out in chat for Rubes, finishing up with an official race time of 1 hour, 2 minutes on the dot.
Indeed.
Go see if Rube wants to jump on in.
While Kate sees to that, we've got Tetron on their Kraken fight. Still not seem to be posing a problem here, but yeah, punch it. He goes down again, and oops, almost made it there. But it may be invaded by the other chaos. I'm sorry, just absorbing the message there.
I know Rubes did have his baby with him shortly before the race started, so he may or may not be jumping in for an interview. We'll see here.
Yep, looks like Rubes is gonna decline so that maybe he can catch some sleep around his baby's sleep, which I cannot blame him for in the slightest, having 2 children of my own.
Yep, so yeah, GG's to Rubes. That was a jet seed.
Yeah.
Why can't I roll seeds like this for myself? Like,
well,
I've rolled some dumpster fire seeds for people.
You rolled them for yourself, but yeah, I very, very forgiving seed here.
Yeah.
Tetron is in water here.
Yeah, he's still diving, and the only thing I can think is that he did memory hole that he's got both loose.
I guess must have. He did.
Right, Ice 2 helmet, that not entirely necessary or useful. That's not Bubbles room, Tetron. Go carbonate Bubbles.
Yeah, if you're here, you might as well like make sure that the carbonation factory still exists.
No, he didn't even check Bubbles' room. I mean, which, that's fine. We know it's not in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we know there's nothing here, unfortunately.
I mean, you could find a ribbon, one supposes. But yeah, we're not gonna find much else here. I guess first 5 minutes of the seed, it is pretty easy to forget or not realize that those shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Who gave us the herb?
The herb came... Give me a moment here.
Astos.
Oh yeah, Astos gave us the herb, which led to the
crown.
TNT. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Rubes doesn't need to... I'm trying to remember what Matoya gave us. Matoya gave us... Why is my brain not working at all? Yeah, Matoya gave us the key, which is required then. So he... Rubes, or not Rubes, but Tetron is going to have to do ordeals still. And the adamant is what led to the saber bonk. So the vendor item is a womp. Looks like Tetron actually probably did pick up that vendor item as well, because he is walking out of on-rack now, and I did see him jump into the item store. I'm gonna go turn that in, get his saber bonk.
Can't hold saber bonk. See.
Alright, and there goes Tetron getting his slab translated. Which we know is going to lead to the cube, which will lead to the loot.
Yeah, I wonder if, rather than memory holding the items, I wonder if he forgot that he has the...
I remember him turning in the crown, because he punched Astos down pretty quickly.
Or maybe then, did we not turn in the herbs? No, we turned in the herbs.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that he has found both loose.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Which is a bit of a shame, because if he had remembered that, it would have been a bit of a closer race. Right, Tetron pulling out his cube.
This, you can avenge the Sky Warrior.
Yep. I personally like it, or find it funny, when, you go talk to Lithanians and they're like, yes, with this you can avenge the Sky Warriors, and they give you TNT. Like, okay, what kind of vengeance are you looking for, folks? I think we have different terms here.
Yeah, or like when it's the loot, and you're like, what am I gonna do? Play a song? I guess you can memorialize the Sky Warrior.
Yeah.
Ah, the fun police have arrived.
Ugh, stupid Arankleos.
I don't play with the chaos names myself, and I haven't seen very many people use them, and I was looking at that for a second trying to figure out why it was the fashion police. And I'm not even sure why my mind went there first, but that was definitely like, a beat and a half of me going, wait, I mean, I guess they're not dressed very well, but...
I like that headcanon. I love seeing that as, it's the Arankleos, they're the fashion police now.
Yep.
They are no longer the fun police, they are the fashion police.
Things you get because the Japanese language is more character dense.
Yeah. That's why we have such, different names for a lot of the things in here. That, and also, because at the time this was put out, they really wanted to avoid having any potential controversies come up around it. That's why Fade was called, Fade as opposed to Holy.
Opposed to Holy, or even White, as it is sometimes referred to in other games that tried to avoid the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's why Final Fantasy IV did White. Though I do personally like having Nuke more than Flare, because, I like throwing microwaves at things.
Yeah, when I was a kid, couldn't figure out why a Japanese company would call it Nuke. It just sort of was like very dissonance in my mind. But I didn't know anything about translation at the time.
Yeah. The only reason I know the little bits about translation is because I remember whole lots of useless minutiae, and not the important things, like where I parked. Did I eat? Am I wearing pants? You know.
I mean, I generally remember if I'm wearing pants, but the parking thing just rings super true.
Yeah.
Oh. And we found our sky maze again.
Yep.
Didn't seem to be too onerous. Nothing here seemed to trip us up too hard, but still very fun. I think this is super clever the way that, you know, because I was sort of imagining imagine like a rogue level, or you know, like a NetHack level, all manner of windy. But this is actually an extremely clever way to do this, of just kind of randomly blocking off some hallways.
Yeah, I do rather like it.
And it looks like our black belt was 34, because we just kind of dinged 35 there.
Yeah, he's been picking up XP along the way on it. You know, the unrunnables, which there has been a lot of them he's run into.
Or not run into.
No, true. Either way.
Wait until you try it. Parked your boat on randomly generated overworld.
Oh.
Oof.
Yeah. It looks like those nachos had either stone touch or something to turn parry to stone.
I think the A select screen needs boatload jack. Because I've never had that problem, but I can just see myself going, okay.
Yeah.
There are 15 places on the overworld it can be. Let's check them all.
Yeah, I play a decent amount of randomized overworld, procedurally generated overworld, because I find that kind of madness fun. There are a lot of times I'll be like, I can't remember where my boat is, or my ship, or anything else. Whee! It's kind of fun, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's a great time. We are... Oh, there we go. I think we were having a little bit of speed issues, or just a little bit of bad luck there for a couple rounds there on Tia. We were hitting for 300 to 400, but it just looked like it was bad luck on the hits.
Yeah, but, you know, still got through. About to go get that crystal. Wait till we get that, get the key and put him in go mode.
Yeah.
And I honestly expect he's just gonna plow through the through ordeals, because it wasn't too rude. He's got plenty of warp charges. He's just gonna be like, all right, I'm done. This is it. We out.
Yep. I think there was only... Oh, I guess this room. There's only a few ways to really go wrong here, though.
Yeah, I mean, the worst of it is when you step on one of the pillars and it sends you back to the entrance, which it's happened so painfully many times. But, you know, you warp, and then you go right back to the last pillar you stepped on. So it just saves you a little bit of time there.
Yep. Definitely makes sense there. Yeah, that was a very easy ordeals. Didn't seem to be an ordeal at all.
You know, it helps when you actually unmute yourself after you cough.
I had a little bit of a case of the giggles, and then I muted for a little while after that too, so...
Yeah.
Nobody just wants to hear me cackling like a mad person, I don't think.
I don't know, you'd be surprised how much fun that can be sometimes. You know, that's my own thing. Alright, I need to remember to petition the devs to change the fun name from the Argoyles, from Argyle to No One's Fave. Because no one likes them. Last year for the spring tournament, we asked, or one of the questions on the entry form is, what's your favorite monster? No one chose the Argoyles.
That would be very interesting stats of like how many unloved monsters are there in our cute little game here. Because I imagine like does anybody say Sphinx? Right? I mean, I sometimes forget there's Sphinxes in the game, so
I think we saw at least one Sphinx entry in then, but you know, honestly, that was last year. It's, you know, who knows?
yeah. Argyle as socks is also a good suggestion, Goats Pirate. My lovely wife, who is an avid knitter, would be quick to inform me that socks are not the only thing that come in Argyle. But
sweater vests. Yeah.
Exactly.
Alright, there is the key for Tetron, and that is go mode for him.
Yep.
So he's probably going to go by Corneria, probably pick up the other... Never mind, not going to go by Corneria and pick up the last 23 potions, just going to roll with it. And it looks like Tetron is taking advantage of the multi-instrumentalist Sarah flag and has a harp as opposed to the lute. That's another one of the flags, which I kind of like, just because I like to see the different instruments that you find.
Yeah, again, it's just full of major and minor things, and you know, it doesn't use that sort of information in its corrections, so you can kind of have those fun flags on during races and everything too, which I respect and appreciate. Beowulf.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jotunheim pack looks a little funny when it's Frost Giants and Beowulfs, but you know, it makes sense still.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yep, and as expected, here's that unrunnable zombie D-pack, because Tetron also went in off the hard reset. So we're going to see pretty much all the same encounters, which means that Tetron is going to run into that unrunnable R-Giant Agama unless he has a couple of different steps that are taken on the earth floor. Which I don't think he'll be running into that many missteps, unless he decides to take an actual grind on things.
Yeah, and I don't, at this point, I don't, that's more of a second run Topher idea, I think, here.
Yeah.
I don't quite make it the first time, maybe I go find a grind, but probably gonna try and mash my face against it at this point.
Alright, moving the black belt down to the 4th slot. Better safe than sorry at this point, I'm thinking.
I mean, who knows what speed bump's gonna pull out for their one action that they're gonna get. Oh, 2!
Wow.
Wow, fancy.
Well, that being said, Rubes did get fast off on his black belt before it, you know, annihilated Lich.
That is fair, and Rubes was also working with one more potential punch or 2 more potential punches.
Yeah.
I forget how the map works, but
yeah, Rubes had hit that next breakpoint for the amount of punchies. Alright, so...
I've been strictly advised that math on Twitch is banned, so...
Yeah. And as expected, the unrunnable R-Giant Agama, it's a little bit of a smaller pack, but still there.
Yeah, Tetron actually got smaller packs on both of them, because I believe Rubes had 4 zombie bees, too.
Yep. Rando gonna rando.
Fun you get, right?
Yep. Alright.
Kelly.
Yep. Looks like we're going with a little bit of invis strats just to be on the safe side here. Fast goes out before the punch goes out. Swing from the thief. 194 damage,
Almost
not too bad.
100. Got and we
12
spiked
hits.
a good one there.
Yeah.
So
12 hits, 10, 13. Poof! There goes that Merilith.
So Carrie was less of a speed bump than, or more of a speed bump than Lich was for us today.
You know, the fast went off before this one at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'd paid real close attention, we could just about figure out exactly which tiles that Tetron would be getting the encounters on. But I didn't pay that close of attention to those things, so yeah.
Again, counting is dangerously close to math, and I've been advised.
Alright, going for the Invis 2 there. Going for the fast and the punch. Fast goes off before punch. Well, Invis 2 comes out, might helpfully potentially save someone. Oh, hey, there's a nuclear.
That's a nuke.
Low rolled, though.
Nuclears. Tia was the one who had
Tia was the cracker.
Yeah, crack, that was it.
Yeah, the one who...
I kept wanting to say rub, and I'm like, that's not right.
Tia was the one who pulled out the bag of Ritz and then just, you know, shoved them all down her mullet, or down her gullet, and just like, here, my crackers.
Oh.
Yes, and the reason the Whiz Vamps are called Edward is, well, because that is the Twilight fan part, or the Twilight fan club.
Invis 2ing again?
Yeah, just as a safety thing. Alright, getting the Fire 2 out of Tiamat as opposed to the Crack. That's lucky. 8 hits, 387. Now, unfortunately, that Invis 2 is not going to do anything if Tiamat decides to go Crack.
Yeah, so we're at about 600. Probably only we'll get up to one more shot to try and crack our day here.
Yeah, maybe. Depends upon how turn order goes. Well, there's the Crack.
Oh, there it is. Oh, but
only lost
Tetron
one.
Makes out of it much better.
Yeah. Not entirely too shocked, given that I believe that the red mage is the one who's carrying the ribbon, and yeah, it just was a kind of a lucky thing on that thief.
Yeah. But the thief had luck -5.
Well, you know. External luck versus in-game luck. Alright, and we are pulling on up to Chaos. We've got some Invis 2 coming out. We've got the Fast going out on the Black Belt as expected, and the Punch. Punch comes out, 5 hits, 54 damage. Gonna need some more damage than that. 4 hits, 13 damage from that Masa, -3. Swing comes in, 135 damage for that Thief. Invis 2 lands finally. And last Fast, because why would Fast ever want to be first?
Well, you cast fast because you're slow, right? If you're slow, you go left.
Alright, we got 4 hits, 66 damage this time. Oof. Viz 2 stack, second stack, 2 hits, 229 onto that red mage. Punch, 13 hits, 197. I bet Tetron is probably not entirely too happy that he did not pick up that Saber Gauntlet. Lightning 2 coming out, doing some chip damage. Nothing really of import though. 13 hits, 746. Gonna need more swings like that. 6 hits, 66 damage. 8 nuke, 129.
Nuke 129 again.
Way to low roll, nuke. Another Invis 2 stack, because the White Mage has nothing else to do at this point, really.
Plus, I mean, Chaos has been trying to punch us, so... Ooh.
Alright, well...
Doesn't have anything else to do for the rest of our run here.
Yeah, that's alright. Saving the problem. Solving the problem. That's all. Solving the problem. Alright, so we've got swing...
It was planned. Now there's less time.
Exactly. 8 hits, 346. Getting a little bit closer now. 10 hits, 425. Another nuke coming out. 7 hits, 323.
There we go.
Terminated.
GG's in chat for Tetron.
Finishing.
With an official race time of 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 32 seconds. GG.
And we're going to see if Tetron wants to jump into the booth and join us as well. Hi!
GG's, Tetron.
Yeah, GG's, man. That was the thing. And, looks like Tetron may still be setting up his microphone because he's got himself muted.
Alright.
There we go. Now we can hear you, man.
Yeah. Did you know that the second loose item was in Matoya's closet the whole time?
Yeah.
That must have been so painful. I mean, full cleared Volcano and Sea, and I'm like, what is going on here? And I'm halfway through Sky, and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, there may or may
So
not have been
that's
speculation as to whether you memory hold the second that you had both loose or not.
100%. I was like, I need that. I'm not a fan of too loose for this exact reason. I think I need a too loose counter on my tracker or something like something. Yeah, I seriously. Actually, I think I got a pretty good completion time, given that I spent so much time doing pointless full clearing.
Yeah, I
So,
mean,
oh well.
you full cleared Volcano, you full cleared Sea, you had kind of a rude Earth as well.
Oh yeah, that Earth was terrible. That yeah, well that was that Earth was a totally unforced error because I had the opportunity to stock up on heal potions and I just completely forgot, and so I wasn't able to keep my HP up in Earth, and then those flipping wizards with their lightning too.
And
It was
Yep,
just awful. It was yeah.
yeah,
Although if I had, I would have taken the like lousy Earth if I hadn't also done all of that unnecessary full clearing. After 2 wipes in Earth, I'm like, this is gonna be the thing that loses the game for me. But yeah, mistakes were made.
yeah. Mistakes were made, lessons learned. Unfortunately, that does put Rubes at his second win, which means this is your out, where you step out of the spring
I'm
tournament.
out.
But
Yep.
you did better than me, so bravo on that. I mean, that's kind of a low bar, but still, it's a
I,
positive.
I I got a kind of a lucky pod, I think. I don't know. My pod was weird because it ended up being 3 2-1s and 1 0-3.
oh,
So
yeah,
Yeah,
that's always the issue with that sort of thing, right? Um, you actually you ran up pretty good. Otherwise, I think based on the level you both went to, you both were out of Marsh at the same time. So
well,
you
no,
know,
Rubes was in March a little bit longer because he took it up to 42, whereas you bounced out after 32 because,
yeah,
well, you
yeah,
were low on
I just
heal
wanted to
pots.
get I wanted to get go. No, I mean I didn't have a lot of heal potions, but mostly I wanted to get going because I had the entire rest of the seed to play, so I figured I'd get more levels anyway.
Yeah,
But yeah, that eye grind in Marsh was just like on a silver platter. Like it does not get any. They do not serve it up any better than that.
yeah,
And Marsh didn't really have anything rude. Actually, the initial areas, all the starting areas, I hadn't seen anything with like any nasty spells or skills. So I'm like, okay, well this is kind of nice. There's no blaze arachnids or anything. But I got the lit two lit two wizards, and there was something else nasty in Earth Cave too that gave me a hard time.
it was the Frost Gur Imps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, okay, that was apparently the early game rudeness that had any potential to show up that just absolutely didn't.
yep.
Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, if I made fewer dumb mistakes, I think would have been a lot closer.
It's fine though. I mean, you still did a pretty good run. You still put on an entertaining show for the folks out there. So
All right. Well, I hope everyone at home, yeah, had a good time.
yes,
That is the most important.
Yeah, we had a great time. Chat had a great time. It was great.
yeah, and with that in mind, go follow the runners. Do it now.
Yeah,
I think they deserve it for the entertaining show they put on for us tonight.
yeah.
Tweet.
Go follow the runners, and you can also follow Hate. Don't follow me. I don't stream.
Hey, still better. Follow him. Follow him anyways. Maybe it'll encourage him to stream. I don't stream that much anyways either. Do it.
And thank you so much for our tracker JLo as well.
Yes,
Um,
JLo was the one who was keeping us honest and pushing the buttons behind, and making sure that we actually had notes we could look back and go, where was this? When did this happen? What?
Yeah, keeping us on the straight and narrow, which I have to say is quite the monumental task.
Yeah, especially when he's trying to herd cats like us. Or more appropriately, cats like me, who's like, ooh, a shiny thing, what, huh? I like tacos, yeah. But yeah, so, and, well, as this is your exit, Tetron, have you got any thoughts that you want to, or anything you want to say regarding the spring tournament, or anything, thoughts about that? Oh, Gesundheit.
Yeah, spring. Well, I've had a great time. This is my second spring tournament. Last year I got dumped out in pods, so at least I made it to brackets. So like that's cool. I gotta I gotta practice this game more so I make fewer mistakes. I think my execution is actually getting a lot better, but like I make dumb mistakes like forgetting forgetting loose items and things. But yeah, I'm really having fun, really enjoying everything. Good game to Rubes. He's run really well. I mean, he's the number 3 seed, so he's gonna go far.
All right. Well, I am out of questions. Softnum, have you got any further questions for Tetron?
No, I think that, again, good race. GG's. Glad you had fun in the tournament. And, thank you for contributing so much great stuff to this randomizer, too. We were talking about that a little bit during your run. So, thank you.
Yeah.
And
You're welcome. Well, thank you for doing comms and tracking and all the things that make these matches happen. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I feel like comms is the easy part. You just babble for a few hours.
It's not wrong. I mean, really. It's trying to be entertaining while babbling, which, we try. I don't guarantee anything, but we try.
Yeah. We have entertaining runners that kind of we can play off of a little bit.
Yeah. But yeah,
so,
so with that, I mean, do you have any other final thoughts? Because we're going to be wrapping up here soon. Well, I should say, let's go for final thoughts, starting with you, Tetron.
Oh, I thought I already gave my final thoughts.
Final
thoughts. My final thoughts.
Nah.
I don't know. What's the next tournament? What's the next thing on the schedule?
I'm
looking forward to Fall League.
Yeah, the next actual thing we've got going is going to be the Duckling tournament, the Duckling Derby, which is our new player tournament, but pretty sure you don't quite fit as a Duckling anymore. Actually, you technically might. I'm not 100% sure on it.
No, I'm definitely pretty sure I've I am in way too deep to be a duckling by any stretch of the imagination.
So yeah, that is the Duckling Boot Camp is going to be starting up in 5 days. Which if you are interested in the randomizer itself and just learning a bit of the stuff, and where the veterans will teach you how to beat them in most people's cases, then yeah, come join us. Join us on the FFR Discord, and you'll get details there. If you're interested in the game, just go check out FinalFantasyRandomizer.com. All the interesting links are there. Anywho, with my babbling there, you got what do you got in your final thoughts?
Second that. I learned the game through the Duckling Boot Camp. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
If there's any newbies who are sticking around, you should join. You should do the boot camp. You'll learn the game. You'll hang out with all of us awesome people on Discord. It's great.
Yeah, you can beat me. I'll be there. I guess the other thing I'll mention is that tomorrow night on Speed Gaming Prime, we have at 7:40 we have Chadbert versus Goats Pirate. So, or 7:40 my time. That would be Central. So, tune in then.
Yeah. And just as additional things here, We are also going to be hosting the first Final Fantasy Randomizer marathon for the Liam Foundation, and that will be starting on June 16th, 17th, and 18th, or starting on the 16th and running through the 18th. It's going to be just a whole bunch of different randomizers to be run. We're still trying to figure everything out for it. Well, when I say everything out for it, we're still getting the runners locked in and figuring out what people are going to do. But yeah, if you are interested in running, well, you can follow the link that has been posted in chat, and yeah, you can get information there. So, do you have any other final thoughts there, Softnum?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, with that, I think that we are done. So I have been Hate the 13th, joined in the booth by Softnum, with JLo7 doing the tracking. Thanks to everybody for hanging out with us and putting up with our asinine comments and silly things. And with that, we bid you a good evening and adieu.